just happen for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Modify Your Life Podcast, where I'm your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modified. And here on Modify Your Life, we talk about modify your life mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially.
And spiritually, remember?
And spiritually. What's up, co-hostess with the mostest?
Hey.
How's life doing? How's life going?
Honestly, today, I'm doing great, but I'm like hanging by a thread.
Oh my God. It's
I feel like I need to just be accustomed and used to your life being a whirlwind that gets wrapped up in mine.
It's honestly, yes. I wish I could say, like, you know, it's going to get easier, but I don't see myself slowing down. And like now that, like, you know, even that content we made the other day, for those that don't follow me on Instagram, Heavy to Modified, and you can find Modified Frank in there too, is like, you know, I want to do better, as in, because like I felt like I was using traveling as an excuse to not be on my A game, and working out is not my A game. Like I love lifting weights. It's not like, it doesn't surprise anyone that I'm in the gym. Right. Nor am I trying to surprise anyone, but it doesn't surprise me that I'm in the gym. Right. So what I notice is like
nature now.
Yeah, it's like first nature, honestly. Because if I don't go to the gym, I get in a bad mood.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. You know, I get a little saucy. You know what I mean? So I was like, dang it. We traveled. Last year was a super crazy year. For those of you who don't know, I did a bodybuilding show. My father passed away. Francine's grandma passed away. It was absolutely insane. And even though I did good because of bodybuilding show, I didn't replicate that this year because we've also been traveling with a lot less death and stress. And
so this year has been equally as stressful, but not heartache. If anything, like there's been a lot of like big life events and changes, but it's like we gained a little chipmunk this year, you know, instead of losing a family member. But it's been equally as crazy to juggle, if not more, everything.
Because I've been visiting a lot of clients lately.
I feel this year is a little bit more challenging, but I don't see you slowing down anytime. So I think I just have to like get with the program.
Yeah. Well, it's yeah, like I said, less heartache, and I think that's like the best way to explain it. But our lifestyle is hectic and it's busy, and so what I do, and I want to share this with everyone before we get into the main topic, though, is that what we do is we let our busyness turn into excuses, right? So I was busy, I was constantly traveling, I was this, I was that, I was this, but I wasn't staying consistent with like taking all my meals with me or planning out what I was going to eat or X, Y, and Z, because I used being busy or I used traveling a lot as it turned into excuse, because it was truth. There is truth in our excuses, but after how long?
It's easy to use that as an excuse.
Exactly.
Because you really do have to put in a lot of effort to really stay on track.
It's 100%.
Like extra effort.
Yeah. 100%. Yes, it is. Because like, you know, think about like the meals and stuff like that. And then
even
the
hotels
shakes
that we get, we can't just pick whatever one. They have to have a kitchen. And if they don't have a kitchen, you need to have at least a microwave and a refrigerator because we're taking our food.
And then we got to pay for pay for another luggage to have all the food that's frozen. You can't,
Yeah.
But you know, I was turning into an excuse, and I was just thinking like, how many times do we do that? How many times do we turn actual real life struggle into how long before it turns into an excuse?
Yeah.
Right. So like for me, my goal this year was to travel as much, but to hold it down my nutrition, because last year when I was with my family, I get so comfortable, right? Same. And we have to understand that only way we're going to be successful is if we push through the uncomfortable days. Because when I'm home, we're comfortable. When we're home, we're comfortable.
And the
right?
weight comes off so quickly
from
when we're out of town.
Oh yeah, but then when you're out of town, you're like the good old drive to California Taco Bell trip, right? Like, you know what I mean? And like stuff like that. So we have to focus on maintaining some type of discipline even when we're in uncomfortable situations. But what I don't want you to focus on is thinking you're going to win right away. Right. The fact that like the first step could be like you plan to do good and you took your breakfasts, and maybe you didn't drink them, but at least you took it. And then the next time you took them and you drank 2 days. And the next time you took them, you drank all of them. Because I went through those phases too where I'll have my meals with me and I'm like, well, my grandma made chili con carne. So I'll just, I'll have this meal. Like, but those are it's really the excuses because I'm not sticking to my actual game plan.
But we do have to also, I guess in our world, I had to make it realistic for you because I didn't want to pack you breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the snacks, whatever, when I knew grandma's cooking.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure, let's get at least this breakfast because I also don't want to waste all this food. And you do a great job at doing your portion control with, you know, when
Yeah.
grandma cooks or whatever. So I know you got it there, but I'm like,
Track
but-
your food. Track it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So it's either like, are we tracking or are we taking? Tracking or taking?
Yeah, and well, now we're finding the happy medium,
Yeah.
right? Because think about it. My whole goal as a coach is to show people a lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
and to think that someone's going to eat out of a meal prep container every single day for 365 days. I mean, that could be someone's lifestyle, but that's like a probably 1 or 2% of the world. It's safe to say.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the masses. I'm talking to the 95, 98% of the world.
That
To
can't
the
eat their meal prep at home.
Exactly. That
Yeah.
the people that maybe feel they don't have time right now, or, you know, so as I share this stuff, it's okay to not be prepared to take your meals with you, but at least plan what you're going to eat or just track your food.
Yep.
Right. Because if you're the type of person that's constantly going on business trips or dinners or always having family over, some people have family over all the time. And that's amazing. I love that. I
That
can't
used
wait
to
to,
be us.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you still have to understand that, like, just because family's there, just because you're in your comfort zone of family doesn't mean that you shouldn't be in your comfort zone of your goals.
And that you get
And
a
all
get
of-
out of free jail card.
Yeah, and guess what though? Like, but kind of just calling myself out a little bit is that, like, it wasn't just the food that was lacking. It was like the only thing that never lacked is online coaching. You know what I mean?
No, that's always
That's
been
always
on
been
top
number
of the
one. But
priority list.
well, because that's people who are taking time, that are trusting in me to give them my undivided attention and knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like even like taking in new leads and posting different content and blah 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 started lacking because I was with the family so much. So that's why I was like, you know what? I have to reel this in because I realized it was a problem, right? And you have to understand that when we realize something's a problem, it's our obligation to fix it, because you are actually crazier than the person that's doing something bad every single day that doesn't know it. Now that you're the person doing something bad every single day and you know it, right? Because a lot of us in life do things that are bad that we didn't know was bad. It's kind of like that friend who, like, oh, you know, that's just how he is, right? Oh, he just talks. That's
yeah.
how he just acts, or he just talks like that. But no, it's because he's never been checked. He's never been punched in his mouth, right? So you have to be the person that punches yourself in the mouth. Like, no, wait, hold on. This is a problem, and it's turning into excuses, and now it's going to turn into a habit if I don't correct it now. You know, and so now that I call that out, and I called myself out, and I'm like, okay, so now I got to fix it. So getting prepared to go on these trips now, I'm like freezing my stuff, and I'll take some of my meals, or we'll stop at Walmart, right?
Yep.
Super simple. Like just your breakfast alone is going to save you a lot of calories and money, because I have breakfast for my 7 days already ready to go.
Yep. And we also made sure, because we don't know what the situation is going to be at the Airbnb, if you're going to have a blender or not. So I'm like, we're not even going to
risk it.
Yeah, we're not going to risk it. So we're just going to blend everything, freeze it, and you thaw it out in the fridge.
And the cool thing about that I want to share is when you brought up the idea of already having my drinks blended, like literally shake and go, because now it literally takes away any excuse of why I didn't have time to have my breakfast, right? Like, and think I'm a coach, and I'm sharing that, like, we all try to find that easy way out. We all try to find that, like, oh, well, I'm going to do this. And guess what though? Now I am 100%, I 100% have to get this done, because you took the time on your day to get it for me. And I'm already thinking in my head, like, as I'm talking, like, damn, I'm gonna be drinking my drink while my homies are eating bacon and eggs and stuff like that.
On the boat?
On the boat. You know what I mean? On the boat. But you know what? It's not to be cool and be like, I drink out of a shaker cup. It's more of like, this is my discipline.
Yeah.
Because I'm already drinking
Because it has
alcohol,
nothing to do
which
with anyone else.
I don't do good with alcohol. My body dysmorphia is through the roof when I drink alcohol, because I have so much loose skin. I could hold like 10 pounds of water weight over a weekend.
Easy.
With eating the same thing, I can eat the same thing Frankie eats. And I will, if it's any type of alcohol or any type of like super, super high carbs, my body will just gain 10 pounds of, like, on a scale. And this time I don't want to do that. Like, so you made me, what'd you make me? I forgot to pronounce it.
Aguachile.
Aguachile, that's right there I'm gonna eat on that. And like, I'm still gonna have the barbecue, I'm still gonna drink alcohol, but I'm not going out there to be a complete asshole, because I shouldn't cross a border or cross a city and forget my goals.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm focusing on this year. Like, I want to continue to win anywhere, and especially in uncomfortable situations. And I feel like doing that and promoting that and showing that I'm having fun, but showing that I'm still going for a run in 100-degree weather, not for the fact that I'm running in 100-degree, but for the fact that I'm keeping that mental discipline to still do the hard things. So when I get home, it's not hopping back on track. It's just continuing my lifestyle.
Yep.
Right? Remember, it is a lifestyle that we're focusing on. This is not a diet. This is not, get rich quick. This is a lifestyle. This is something that you want your character to be doing in the next 6 years, 10 years, until the day they nail the coffin. And the only way it's going to be a lifestyle is that you're not following it because of a piece of paper. You're following because you want to live that healthy lifestyle.
Yep. Because that's a way of life now.
That is literally the way of life, right? And with the lifestyle change is, it takes a lot of breaking bad habits, unfortunately. And I'm still breaking them now, and I'm 5 years into this bad boy.
I know, and you're still gonna enjoy all of the things, but we wanted to make sure you had like other options. Should pizza not be something you want to eat?
Yeah.
If that's what is being ordered for the day.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of mental discipline. Like the other day when I ran the 2 miles for my fasted, like it was just because I wanted to. And like that makes me feel so good to know that I just got out there and ran. Like, and for even you too, like you're back to tracking your food. You're at your lowest. What are you, like 380 right now? My bad.
I'm so done with you.
My bad. 280?
180.
Okay, my bad. That's why our couch is so comfortable, right? But yeah, but the cool thing is though, and I kind of want to pat you on the back, is like I didn't make you do that. I didn't make you get back into watching what you're eating. Like I didn't say, hey, you're not tracking. Actually, I haven't built you a plan yet.
No, the only thing that you said is like, hey, it's been like 2 months now that you haven't gone to the gym, and I'm like, well, big dog, you haven't built my plan, so I guess I can't do it.
But what you did take from that conversation is that you still could focus on your food. You've lost you lost 4 more pounds, and you didn't touch the gym not one time. You only done the Pilates like twice.
I've done Pilates.
Twice.
I've done Pilates.
You done it twice, and you probably have only got your steps in like 3 times the last month. But whatever you're eating, that just goes to show you that you're eating and you're moving, you're getting out a little bit more, you're being more active. So it's really just understanding that like you did that because you wanted to. This is a lifestyle that you want to live. You're not trying to be heavy to modified.
No, I am at the point where I do want it for myself, because I even told you, and it wasn't to be like, oh, look at me, applaud me, but I was like, hey, is it cool with you? Just because I know you're really big on safety when you're not around. I'm like, is it cool with you if I go to the M to go hiking one of the days that you're gone? And then you're like, what?
Mm-mm. We have a gym over here. And it's not that I don't trust you. It's just I don't trust you
because you're overprotective when you're not around. Like my
No,
surroundings.
yeah, people
and stuff
are
like that.
people are really weird nowadays. So if we have the luxury of having a full gym here and swimming pool and Stairmaster and all this, like I just prefer you just to be local, especially if I'm like there's nothing worse.
No, I meant when I was at my mom's.
Oh, when you're at your mom's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
no.
I told you at the.
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking the M here. You're talking about the M on the sign.
Yeah.
If you're sisters, yeah, but yeah, I don't like you go hiking by yourself. Like people are just so weird nowadays. You know what I mean? And it's Moreno Valley. You don't know what.
Wilderness,
You don't know what's
I always
out
want
there.
to check in with you because I know you're super overprotective.
Can't trust those people from Moreno Valley.
You
They're
can't
sketchy
trust me.
people. They're weird. Oh no, I think they're on meth.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm wanting to do those things now, even if it doesn't include you dragging me to do it.
And you know what I noticed too when we've been leaving is that you've been taking all your hiking stuff or your running and hiking stuff with you, even though you haven't used it yet, other than we do 5Ks. But you take it just for the option of doing it.
Yeah, well, I did do my hiking when you did your bike riding.
Oh yes. Oh, you're right.
I just forgot my sticks, but
that's all right. Gotta carry your weight. Gotta carry your weight. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
big dog. But yeah, so is understanding that this, when we start to build a healthy lifestyle, you're not gonna be perfect right away. Mm-hmm. I'm 5 years into it, and I'm still not gonna say trying. I'm still mastering being successful and having the same mindset when I'm in my comfort zone. And because I say comfort zone as in like when I'm in my family, like leave me alone. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not heavy to modified. I'm not, a weight loss person. When I'm with my mom and my grandparents
You're
and my
a baby.
family, I am just little old Chocolatito Anthony Lopez. Honestly, I just so comfortable around my family. Like think about it. My grandparents' house, I was brought home from the hospital to that place. Mm-hmm. Like I have so many memories there. So when I'm there, it's just like this like feeling of just like so comfort. And
That's
we all
home,
feel
like,
like
for your
that.
heart.
It's home. That's like home.
Yeah.
That's like my not my actual home, but like my family's home.
your heart's home, yeah.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? So it's just like we have to break that like that comfortable bond of like, look I am here. I do love my family, but when I get home, I don't want to get on the scale and be upset at my decisions. And no, the scale doesn't mean anything, but your word should mean something. So if your word means something, then the scale is going to reflect on it.
Yep.
Right. And so that's what I'm working on. And hopefully hopefully me sharing this with you and calling myself out brings light to a habit that you notice you have right now, or a habit maybe you don't have, but maybe when you start feeling it come on, like, oh, wait, I heard him talk about this, and you'll start correcting it right away. Because all these things are habits we do. Me going to the fridge all the time. Mm-hmm. You guys sitting down bored, but we say we're hungry. Eating when we're not even hungry, but our friend brought a burrito and he's like, oh, I'm not hungry, and then he gets here with it and you eat it. Like these are just habits that we built that we're just trying to correct them, and that's all we want to do. And it does suck. I'm not gonna lie. When obviously we know a delicious ass asada burrito tastes better than a grilled chicken sandwich with homemade fries, but at the same time, which one's going to feed not only your body, but which one's going to feed the person you want to become?
Yeah, you do have to check your habits, because even if you've worked on them for X amount of time, if you're not checking them constantly, they will creep right back. Because I'm dealing with one right now.
What are you dealing with?
I think I brought it up to you a couple of times that I'm doing really good at home, right? Wow, you said. But the moment that I leave the house,
You want hot Cheetos?
actually, no. And you know why not?
Why?
Because of the evidence on my fingers.
Oh, hot Cheetos be snitching.
Yeah.
You know what I did? You know what I used to do? Because I used to eat hot Cheetos more than you thought.
Really?
But I was really smart with it. Hot Cheetos, hot Fritos. I didn't put my finger in the bag. It's just too much evidence. You just crunch them real quick, and then you just pour them. You just drive and you just pour them in your mouth. No evidence.
Oh no, I like to take my time.
Nah, no evidence.
I get this.
I love hot Fritos.
I
That's
get
my favorite
this
chip.
urge where it's like I need a fix. And the thing is, I am proactive, and I make sure before I leave the house that I already ate within like the hour,
That's
or that
like
I take my protein
life
coffee
hack.
with me.
Literally a life hack to eat before you head out of the house. And I'm talking about even if you're going shopping, because like, those like gas station stops, those Target, the pizza. Oh, I used to love going to Target because of pizza. They have Pizza Hut in there, that. And then like you they get you good in that in the checkout line. They have all like the good snacks and sweets and popcorns and this and that.
And I just want to, especially the last week and a half, every time I've left the house for whether it's to get gas or Target, whatever, it's like this itch that I need to scratch. And I fight it because I'm like, oh, you know what sounds really good right now? As soon as I get in the car, I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A.
That's, you know what?
Or I'm going to go do this. Or I'm going to go to Dunkin' and I'm going to get one of those breakfast empanadas. Or I'm going to do this. And the whole time I'm just like, but it makes me now feel disgusted. It's like, why am I constantly thinking about this?
You know what?
I won't do it, but I'm thinking the whole time. I'm like hyper fixated on what is the snack that I'm going to drive and eat with. But then also I get disgusted at myself. It's like, girl, why are you putting so much effort into this thought right now?
I think we're like 2 years behind.
Yeah.
That was me. No,
Really?
I'm not even joking. Like, you're sharing that with me right now. Like, that was 100% me. It's a habit. Because, like, when I was around my unhealthiest, we'll say, every time I got in a car, or every time we got in a car, there was food. Like, think about it. Do you remember, and be honest with this too, do you remember any time we've got to the gas station and I've got gas and got in the car and left?
No, not until just the last couple years.
Right?
Yeah.
Every time it was hot Fritos and
Unless
got you something.
Unless we have grandma in the car, 'cause
Well,
she needs
grandma
her
always
Snickers.
got Snickers too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, I'm talking about like before.
Just-
I used to
yeah.
get food and gas. It was food and gas every single time, right? So, and I did that with you, but I also did that with myself. So, like, think about it. Like when I would drive to Premium,
Yeah.
I would stop at Burger. You would make me my food, my breakfast burrito. I would stop at the Burger King the Carl's Jr. the exit right before there.
remember it, yeah.
And then I would chill in the car, watch on YouTube video, eat my food, throw it away, and then go into work. Like, but it was that just like one
You're
example.
Still two breakfast, one for two
Oh,
breakfast
for sure.
kids
No,
and two
well,
breakfast adults.
like the last conversation we had, like
Yeah.
everything was times through 2 and 3, and like it started with the over serving as a kid, and it turned into time 2 and 3 and 4 as a morbidly
grew up,
obese
yeah.
adult. And so that's so funny. I think you're just going to stages of, because like you say, you got disgusted.
Yeah.
So that's how I know that your new version of yourself is fighting your old habits right now. And I used
fighting.
to, man, so now you get what I'm talking about. When I used to be in the car with you and you're one of your friends, and you guys would talk about food and it would get me so mad. I'm like, why are you guys glorifying food so much? It wasn't I was trying to be an asshole. It just, I heard it from that version of myself. I didn't hear it from the 400, 500, 600 pound boyfriend you were once talking to, which I would have
Right.
joined you in with the conversation.
Yeah, no, it was a little concerning, of which I'm glad that I was able to check it, that I've been able to still check it, but it's a little embarrassing too, because I'm telling you, it's like this itch. Because even like when I was at Target shopping for your bag that you needed, I'm going through the bakery aisle trying to find something that's single serve. I didn't give a shit what it was, because I'm not going to buy a whole box of cookies because I have to bring the box back home. And then I'm going to have to face the fact that I was closet eating. And
makes sense.
thankfully, the only thing I found were like the single serve like brownies, but the top one had mold on it. And I was like, can't do it.
And that was aside
If
from
not,
that was,
I
that-
would've done it.
That was a sign from the fat gods. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you're doing good. You don't want to join this team again.
Yeah, but it's like, it's embarrassing.
You know what? It's not embarrassing. It's just, it was you. Like it's you can't be embarrassed
Because it's like
because
a
you
kid,
fixed
though.
it.
I felt like a kid that was like let into a candy store and like the parents are not there.
Oh,
so you're
yeah.
gonna fucking run amok.
Once I got a car and I got my own money, I was getting fast food whenever I wanted, But it's not. I wouldn't feel embarrassed, but I would honestly, I wouldn't feel embarrassed. I'd be happy that you notice what the actual problem is now, because before you didn't care about it. You just went out, you got food
It's just
for
what
no
it
apparent
was.
reason.
Yeah.
Now you're like, wait, hold on. I don't need to buy food
I don't need
every
to
single
snack
time
while I
I
shop.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And so now you kind of get that where and that's amazing.
And
like
I still want to do it, but I know like
Me
I don't
too.
want. But I'm like, but I don't want to be this person.
Yeah, but that voice gets quieter after a while. Because, like, think about it.
Yeah.
I still love Cinnabons and strawberry milk. Like, I will have that. I think I'll have it, like, what, maybe once or twice a year?
Yes,
It's like the most useless
only
900
when we go
calories.
to a mall, which is very sparingly throughout the year.
No, I'm talking about the $2 ones, those cheap ones. They like
Oh,
leave
the
the honey buns. So I said Cinnabons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's like, but like that's like my that's like my chub like meal where I'll have like once or twice a year. But like what it is like I'll have it, but then while I'm about to eat it, like there's been times where I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna have this today. It sounds bomb.
In New
and
York?
I go and pick it up, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna eat it, like because like it's
In
like
New York, you turned it
900.
down.
Yeah, because it's 900 calories. Like that is I could have 2 slices of New York pizza for 900 calories. In the carbs, I mean, it'll be great right before the gym, but let's be honest, you ain't eating that stuff right before the
No,
gym.
we were in the jitney.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're in the jitney, ain't the gym. So, like those urges don't go away. I'll tell you that right
No.
now. But at the end of the day, what it is that your wins start stacking up and get louder than that voice that's telling you, like, let's go back to being, obese. Right. But that's really cool that you shared that, because a lot of us, we do it. Like, and we do it without even noticing that we do it. Like, everywhere is not just a gas trip, it's a gas trip and a chip trip. Right, to the point where even our kids were like, "Oh yeah, well my uncle's taking this gas station, so we're gonna get some Snickers and some whatever."
I grew up like that. Every time my mom would take us anywhere and we were in the car, it was always mandatory whether we needed gas or not. We're stopping at the gas station. My mom's getting I think it was a Diet Coke or a Perrier, and we would all get our own bag of chips.
Yeah, and same thing with my mom.
And it was
My
like
mom-
multiple times
My
a week.
mom would go into the gas station. You guys want something? Oh, I ain't gonna say no. You know what I mean? And so like they're just habits, and we kind of don't really pay attention to how we let food control our life so much. But at the end of the day, it's an unfortunate truth that it does for most of us, for a lot of us, and some people, it's a lot more than we would like, right? And it's just breaking those bad ties and those bad habits. Like just because we step out the house does not mean we need to eat. Just because we're going, our friend said, hey, I brought a burrito, doesn't mean we need to say yes to it. At the end of the day, let's be honest, we all want to say yes to it, but is that aligned with your goals and where you want to go? Right? Because if you say that you want to lose weight and have the best body you've ever had, but your actions are saying you want to be 600 pounds, well, your body's going to go towards your actions, not going to go to what you think about.
That's
it's
true.
you're only going to look like your actions you've taken for the last 7 months or 7 weeks
But
or
we
7
get
days.
delusional thinking just because we want it and we're doing the opposite thing that we deserve it and it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, how dare it?
How dare? Well, we lie to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like think about it. Like, how many conversations have you overheard of me talking to clients that are new in the program that you'll be like, oh, I remember I used to say that, right? Or I didn't lose weight because I didn't eat enough food, right? Or I tracked my food but I didn't lose weight, and are all that stuff that we lie to ourselves. I'm just big bone, right?
There's a lot of conversations
There's a lot of
you have
conversation.
that I'm like, I feel you, big dog.
Yeah, but we lie to ourselves a lot, right?
Yeah.
We lie to ourselves a lot to the point where we start believing it because other people started believing it, or we heard it from someone else that lied to themselves. It's like the people that are taking advice on why it's healthy to be overweight, but they're really just taking advice from someone that gave up on themselves.
Yeah.
Right? Like, think about it. Like, you were literally...
That's deep.
You are. You know what I mean? You get to the point where you rather follow people on social media, not like me, but like people that have already given up themselves, because that makes you feel better. Because, like, well, they're saying it's okay to be overweight and they're bigger than me, so I'm good.
So that was my mind frame for a few years before I started everything. Even actually after I had surgery, there was comfort in following certain people and pages that celebrated giving up. And they wouldn't say, follow me because I gave up on my life. It was just like, let's just embrace who we are and where we're at.
Except
and
that-
this is exactly where we need to be.
And this is how I'm supposed to be, and this is the body I'm supposed to be, and this is that's what
And there was a lot of comfort in that, but at the same time, it's like I wasn't getting anywhere.
Well, you know why, right?
Well, now I do
Why?
because they were delusional.
Well, no, because everyone's so scared of failing. Those people are just scared of failing again, right? So what it is that we kind of talk ourselves out of wanting to be better because we failed so many times. Like that's why I don't use the word diet in my program, right? Because when you think of a diet, you think of the last time you failed.
Every time, yeah.
Right. And then it failed and failed and failed and failed and failed to the point where you rather just you already know that you're going to you already know that you're going to fail again. So you don't even want to attempt to even win, but it's just a coping mechanism, right? Because you're so used to failing. That's just a habit you built to fail on this diet. I'm going to do this diet, but I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
There's no point in me starting because I'm going to fail. But what happens if you win a week and you win another week and you win another week and you learn the third week? But then you win again the fourth week.
Yep.
Right now you start building that self-confidence in yourself because you're stacking up those wins.
Yeah.
Right. So really at the end of the day, you start lying to yourself and tell yourself, I'm so scared to be successful because you already know in your head that you were going to fail.
So it's kind of what we were talking about the other day, the fear of commitment from that one video I was telling you about I watched on social media where this girl, she made this announcement saying, oh, I'm giving you guys an update that I'm no longer getting weight loss surgery. And she's like, and I don't feel like going into detail, but I canceled it and I'm going to go on, I don't know if it was Ozempic, but it was one of those. And she's like, so I'm going to I'm going to give it one more try on my own. I'm going to try to go to the gym. I'm going to try to eat healthy, but also I'm not going to update you anymore because what if it doesn't work out? And then when I told you about that, you're like, oh, she just has a fear of commitment.
Yeah. Well, she has a fear. She's used to failing and she's scared to win. Right? You know what I mean? Like she's used to failing, but she's also scared to win because that's just a coping mechanism. Like, oh, well, I'm starting to do good and then you just want to self-sabotage because I'm going to fail anyways. Like, but that's like you're counterproductive to yourself, right? Like it's okay to fail, but like, think about this. Like it's okay to fail because failing is all part of like this journey. Like the only reason why I have clients is because I failed so much. Think about it. I failed so much that I got to over 600 pounds. I failed so much that I had to lose it all mentally and physically. I failed so much that I became suicidal. I failed so much I became depressed, right? But the only thing that's different from me and the person that gave up on themselves is that I didn't give up. I put in the work that needs to be done to change my life around, to change my mental, and now I get to help other people do that.
Yep.
Right? I was scared to fail. I was scared shitless to fail this time around, right? But this time just something told me just to not give up. Like, I just felt like I was way too close to death this time. Like, it just didn't feel good. And every day I woke up, just because I went to the gym didn't mean I felt better. Didn't mean like I was one step away from death, but I was 1 pound away from death. Like, as in like the right way, like going backwards, you know?
Yeah. You're like, you can't catch up.
Yeah. But it's like that. It's just the commitment of staying consistent, right? Is what people are so scared of doing. And so when I go on social media, I use my social media for opposite. Once I announce it on social media, I have no choice but to get it done because I have clients watching me. I have people that have been supporting me since I was, in my 20s, posting car content, supporting me. I have myself who supports me. I have my future kids who are going to support. I think about all that stuff when I set a goal. But those type of people will use their content as another way of like, oh, I'll let you guys know if I want to. I'm going to try to do this, but I'm going to do.
Don't say anything.
Well, what it is though is they just they want to talk, they want to have content, but they're not willing to make a commitment to the people that follow them because they're not willing to make a commitment to themselves.
Because you're also going to be held accountable.
And no one that is doing the wrong thing wants to be held accountable. Right? No, think about it. The times that you were messing up in life, you listening right now to the podcast, the times that you were doing the wrong things and someone calls you on it, you were so offended, you were so hurt, your feelings are hurt. How could they?
You don't even understand.
You don't understand
the
me,
week
blah,
I
blah.
had.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because that person called you out, that struck a nerve because it was a truth. And the only times your feeling get hurt is when someone calls you on the truth. Because someone were to tell you something that wasn't true about yourself, you would laugh it off and be like, what the hell? And that's not me. I didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. But when they call you out and it's the truth and it hits your soul, it hits your soul to a point where it brings out nothing but emotion, so much that you can't even take in that criticism because you're so hurt because it was true.
Yeah.
Right? No one likes to be called on the truth.
You're trying to find any which way in your head, which I've done before, of how dare you? You don't know the week I've had. You don't know what I've had to deal with. Everything was stacked against me. And
no, you were stacked against you. That's it.
We make it like overcomplicated just to kind of serve our purpose. But I was thinking like, I don't think it's really like fear of commitment because you're committed to something at all times. Like
Well, you're committed to making
this
bad
girl-
decisions.
Like this girl specifically, no hate, but she's committed to failing right now. So it can't be a fear of that.
No. Well, everyone has consistency and discipline. You just have it in the wrong things. I mean, I know people that are consistent every single day at watching useless, stuff on social media that's not going to help them become better. But they're consistent at it though.
Yeah.
Right? You people are consistent every single day at, not following their goals.
Yeah.
People are consistent every single day at following their goals. Like we all have consistency and
You're
discipline.
consistent at losing weight or
Or
gaining
gaining
weight.
weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Making the right decision or the bad decision. Being a good person or a bad person. Like we all have consistency
And you
and
all
we
have
all have a
choices.
discipline. But but discipline is like, I had discipline too at 400, 500, 600 pounds. But that discipline was to drive RC cars or to beat a video game or to
do
something
something cool.
for fun. It was nothing
Yeah.
for my health. It was nothing or helping other people or being a good person for other people. But I wasn't a good person myself. So we all have discipline and consistency,
And
but
the
we don't have it.
capability.
But we don't have it for the things that actually truly bring value to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we need to find that discipline and consistency towards. It's not easy to track your food every single day, but yet you're gonna live a lot longer. It's not easy to come up with a workout schedule and stick to it because things come up. Life happens. But guess what? You're gonna build muscle. You're gonna be alive a lot longer. You're gonna be fitter. You're gonna be happy. Your confidence is gonna go up.
Yeah.
Right? It's not easy to get your meals ready for you a couple times a week. But guess what? It's going to save you money. It's going to help you reach your goal. It's going to take a little bit of stress off your shoulders. It's going to save you time in a fast food
gonna
line.
physically
It's
make you
gonna-
feel better.
Exactly. Like, do you see that? Like, you gotta pick it. It's also, it's not easy to meal prep, but it's also not easy to wipe your ass at 600 pounds. It's not
Word.
easy to it's not easy to go to the gym every single day, but it's also not easy to sit on an airplane at 350 pounds.
True.
Right? It's not easy to take the steps into building a better, healthier lifestyle for you.
But it's
right?
also not
But
easy
it's
to
also
pay
not
for that extra large clothes.
exactly. It's also not easy to find those damn clothes either.
True.
Right? So they always talk about, pick your hard, but pick your easy. Right? Which pick it, go ahead. What are you gonna pick? Because I can tell you right now, from someone that's lived both lives, I wouldn't trade my story for the world, but I would never go back to who Anthony Lopez once was. I would never in a million years wish nor ask for obesity in my life again, because that life was restrictive as hell. Like, it was go to work my 100%, which was not even my 20% now. And it was get food, sit down with my girlfriend and watch TV shows. I just
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. Like, it was like literally like just a broken record of a honestly, I'm gonna say it, like a pathetic life that we would have been in our late 30s our early 30s right now, morbidly obese couple. I don't know what I would have been doing for a job. Think about if I never lost weight, I'd probably be around damn near 700 pounds. I'd probably be on a TV show right now. You would have probably been like the solid 350.
Yeah.
Hefty. Right? And like, that's not the life I want to live. Like, I get to ride dirt bikes now. We get to ride, on jet skis together as a couple.
We get to see amazing things in the world and in nature.
Hiking. Right? And so, talking about that stuff, I would really hope you would take that information from people that have lost the weight and got to live that life that I'm trying to get every single person to not do it. It's not fun, right? We think that having no type of self-control or no one telling us what to eat or to be healthy, or the fact that we get to do what we want and smoke what we want and eat what we want is so fun. But I'm telling you, that shit has a price tag to pay for it. And
you're using it to escape something because you're not willing to face whatever you're avoiding by filling that void with food.
it's masking it. It's a whole bunch of Band-Aids on. You know what I mean? So when I see stuff like that and you share stuff like that with me for Instagram of like, hey, we should talk about this. I just seen someone that gave up on themselves. And I see someone that's lost so many times. That's what they're used to.
Yeah.
They have no self-confidence within their self to stick to the game plan. They don't want more. Well, they want more for themselves, but they're not willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
Right? Because even if you go on Ozempic, okay, what happens when you're done paying for the $400 shots every single month? What happens when they run out? What happens when
There's a
it
shortage,
becomes
'cause there
illegal?
is always
What
a
happens when
shortage.
there's a shortage? Like, did you learn anything from it? No. What happens is you stop taking this shot, right? You didn't learn anything from the weight loss. And then over the next couple months, you start gaining it back. And now you're even more depressed because you got rid of all your clothes that that were your heaviest because you're never going to go back to that size. Now you're back buying 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes bigger than what you did before.
The clothes that you didn't already like to begin with. You're having to rebuy
That's mentally beating. Right? When I had to go rebuy my heavy Levi's again after I lost that almost 200 pounds working with, when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
That's mentally draining, right? It just beats you up. So at the end of the day, I really want you to focus on this, right? You need to focus on creating the lifestyle change. Like actual lifestyle change, being a good person, doing the right thing, throwing away the trash, brushing your teeth, cleaning your car, care about your presentation, care about how your outer image, along with your inner image, right? Doing these things that is not going to lead into someone that's going to give up on themselves. And next thing you know, you're going to just be like, oh, well, I like being fat.
Shift the commitment. Because whatever you're committed to right now that's not making you happy, we got to flip that over. Flip that coin.
Oh, I like that. Shift the commitment. Wow, look at you.
Oh my God.
That's good. I like that shift in the commitment. But we're all committed to something.
Yeah.
And a majority of us are committed to the wrong things, honestly, right? And I know that speaking for myself, that I was committed to satisfying and appeasing everyone else, but I would never work on satisfying or making myself happy, not with the things I should have been doing, right? Because I used to rarely look in the mirror at my heaviest because I was just very unimpressed with what I seen looking back. And that's the worst feeling. To not being proud of yourself. I'm not saying I didn't love myself, but I'm saying that like
there was avoidance.
I avoided mirrors. Now I run toward them in chest thongs.
So I used to avoid the mirror too, but the crazy part is I was forced to look into the mirror every day because of my PCOS. I had to shave my beard every day.
Damn, you got more testosterone than me.
But the thing is, you know what I would do? It was so bad that I would just hyper focus on the razor, not my face.
Really?
Yeah, because I couldn't see myself.
And that's hard because like we're told since kids that we should love ourselves and this and that and be nice and be kind, but it's like we've done so much damage to ourselves. It's hard to be nice and be kind to us when we look at the mirror and see like, damn, like this is not who I'm supposed to be.
This is not who I am.
But the coolest thing about that though is that anyone has opportunity to look at themselves in the mirror and say that this is not who they're meant to be and then start working on it that day. It won't change that day, but you could literally start that moment, this second, and be like, you know what?
But you could fall asleep more satisfied that you started.
Oh my God. It literally a couple of days of doing the right thing, a couple hours of doing the right thing. Like when I ran that 2 miles, when I came back, I could have cried. And I'm not an emotional person.
You didn't even take a drink with you.
I could have. I'm an emotional person. I thought you were going to call me on that one. I'll
Oh,
call
no.
myself. No, I definitely could have cried. Like I'm not joking. Like it was 8:30 in the morning and I just like accomplished something so big. Like I ran.
Yeah, you
my
didn't talk to me
titties
for a
were
few
slapping.
minutes.
Yeah, I didn't talk to anyone. I just was like, first I was about to die. I'm not gonna lie. Like I almost threw up at the end of it because I really pushed myself, especially when I saw it was like point.
You look
up,
drained.
Like, I was physically drained. Sorry, not mentally. Mentally, I was happy. But you know, that the feeling of accomplishment that I felt when you picked me up after just running that, my fastest 2 miles I can't compare it. Like there's no, I've bought in so many cool things in the last couple of years and the materialistic things that I like and I love. And I've got to take you on trips and we went on trips together, got to meet clients, this and that. But I can't put a price tag on how proud I felt of myself by just running for 22 minutes straight. Right. And I want everyone to feel that. Right. And like, go find your 22-minute 2 mile. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, go find the thing that you could do. 22 minutes of doing something positive for yourself to where the whole day I was on cloud 9. Right. And like, when's the last time that you've done something that's made you so proud that it brought emotion out? When's the last time you've done something that was so difficult you wanted to quit, but you kept going? Not that you just quit, you kept going. Right. You don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared of commitment. It's okay to fail. Failing's part of the process. Don't be scared of committing to yourself. It's going to be difficult. It's new. You have to break habits, but I promise you on the other side of that difficult freaking battle is going to be the best version of you. Yep. And that person is going to have enough shield and war and be a bigger warrior to have to get up this next hill. Because there's always hills. We're never done. We're never done fighting. We're never done climbing. And, unfortunately, that's just what it is. But I made a post the other day talking about like, when you start doing more for yourself, you start wanting more.
I agree with that, actually.
I hope so.
100%.
I said it.
Because I've been living it firsthand.
Well,
I've believed it, like, but I
No,
never.
you didn't. You were raised to just
So
be
I
a
believed it
stay-at-home
was
girlfriend.
possible, but I didn't really believe it for me.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say, because like, hold on, I gotta call you out because
But now I do.
You were raised to be in the kitchen and to listen to his. Oh no, oh no, never mind. I thought it froze. Yeah, there it goes. Thank you. You were raised to be in the kitchen and take care of your man and not to have a voice, and you weren't smart enough to go to college. Now you own a 6-figure company. Now that but I personally think we have all this. It's safe to say we have all this because of the weight loss, but also I think it's safe to say we have the weight loss because of the dedication and discipline we built and the lifestyle we choose
We
to
wouldn't
change.
have had one without the
I would
other.
have. I used to talk about doing the things I do now, but I never really thought it was going to be true because I was like like I said, I was always just thinking I was going to fail.
I believed in all of the things, and I can't say, oh, I knew it was going to be weight loss, because that wasn't in my mind. But I knew it was going to be something. But I always believed in you, not me. But I'm like, he's going to take me there. He's
Damn.
going to do it. He's going to accomplish, and I'm going to be along
Gold
for the ride.
digger.
But now I see, like, I got it too.
Oh, people look up to you. I feel my
I
clients.
got the sauce.
My clients relate with me 100%, but they relate with you 105% because you still have the mindset of old Frankie, but you have the action of new Frankie. So that's why they love when you share this stuff because you're just real. You're a real human being that shares the honest and true struggles of like, this does suck, but I want a bigger version for myself. And like that's what you guys want. It's okay to have those thoughts. Like it's okay to be frustrated that you still want fast food, but being frustrated and going to get it, and being frustrated and choosing to do something different and not eat that. Now that's where you got to draw that line. That's where that frustration turns into a win or a fail.
And that's why, like, I've been communicating it to you. I wasn't telling you, like, oh, I'm really dealing with this. I just wanted to, because I didn't want it to be shameful and hiding it from anyone, especially you. So I was like, hey, I think I told you when I went to Target, I was like, babe, I wanted Chick-fil-A. And then I told you I wanted this and I wanted that. But then this place was closed. And I was like, whatever, I'm not getting anything.
I love that. I remember, and now you see. Remember, I used to come.
I'm mad telling you.
Yeah,
about
remember,
it.
I would be like, hey, do you want me to get you In-N-Out? And then you're like, yeah. And then I go to In-N-Out and I'm by myself, and then I see 20 cars in line. I'm like, it wasn't meant to be. Yeah,
Oh my God,
I have a
hate when you do that.
PTSD. I have a PTSD of big. Why am I gonna give 25 minutes to 20 minutes to a fast food line? I refuse. I'm sorry. I can make it at home. I'm good. But never be embarrassed though. I'm talking you, Frankie. I'm talking someone listening. Never be embarrassed. Be proud of yourself for finding the problem and working on it, because you never knew it was a problem before till now, right? So you can never fix something that you didn't know was a problem.
Yeah.
So now that you know it's a problem, it's our obligation to get out there and correct it and become better. Don't be scared of failing, right? Don't be scared of commitment, right? Be scared of not trying.
Be scared of giving up.
Yes, be scared of giving up. And you, my friend, are not someone that gives up, because if you were someone that gives up on themselves, or someone that wants to give up, or is a quote unquote failure, you would not be listening to a podcast that is about self-development and changing your life around.
That's the only thing that's not allowed here.
We don't give up.
No.
We fail, but we learn the lesson, so then we win from it.
We F around and find out, but we got to keep going.
Mess around, find out 900 calories for a Cinnabon and some fucking strawberry milk, and you get you a little hefty there, right? But get out there and win. Hope everyone has an amazing Friday.
And we'll see you guys at the Travis.
We'll be at the Travis
5K.
Barker's 5K. I'm actually making a video on social media tomorrow or I need to make it tonight actually to post it for next week. But yeah, we're doing Travis Barker's 5K on July 6th in Los Angeles, California. Hope everyone has an amazing Friday. I would say have a good 4th of July, but we have a podcast going up on Monday, so you're going to be able to say it on that one. But anyways, I think that one's already shot, so therefore have a good 4th of July. No, Monday, 4th of July. Chill. Hold on, you're chilling over there. 4th of July is like on Wednesday or something. Monday, we have a podcast go up. Hope everyone has a good freaking weekend. Crush it. Track your food. Stay disciplined. Stay consistent, and get out there and win.
All this happened for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man.